Today in Boomtown, our senior population is the healthiest in the nation, but healthcare is still a burden. Phil Lindeman with Krystal, 93 News. First, backcountry season is rapidly approaching, and the folks with Summit Hut Association are waiting patiently for the newest hut in the system, Weber Hut.
And we have the approval in hand to do the hut up in Weber Gulch, so we're still just waiting.
That was Hannah Taylor, Managing Director for Summit Huts. She said the association is in a holding pattern while they wait for the final go-ahead on the Weber Gulch hut, and that means hardly anything new is coming to the 4 other huts in Summit County.
So we're kind of in a holding pattern as far as what's new with the existing huts. Those are kind of just running as they are.
The Weber Hut was approved by the Forest Service in 2015. It comes at an estimated cost of $1 to $2 million and is planned for the north side of Bald Mountain in Breckenridge. It was part of the original Summit Hut's master plan in the 80s. This weekend is the FIS World Cup opener when hundreds of the fastest skiers in the world descend on Sold in Austria. Racing begins tomorrow with women's giant slalom and ends Sunday with men's GS. Head to the Krystal 93 Facebook page today for a U.S. ski team video featuring superstars like Lindsey Vonn and Michaela Schifrin. Today is the final installment of our Boomtown series, Baby Boomers Settle Down in Summit. Summit County seniors are the healthiest in the nation. The average life expectancy here is 87 years old. That's nearly a decade longer than the rest of the U.S. Researchers with the University of Washington found those numbers in 2014, and even though they can't point to one cause for health, Lori Williams of the Summit County Senior and Community Center can.
We live in one of the beautiful meccas of the world.
The Senior Center is a hub of activity. There are hiking groups and dancing groups, and Williams says simply getting out and being social is important for seniors. But as the population in Denver reaches a median age of 35 years old, officials across the state expect the population in rural areas to get older and older. But that's not exactly the case in Summit County. Williams says Summit is one of 2 counties in the state expected to grow by as much as 200% in 15 years, and that includes everyone from baby boomer retirees to youngsters.
People want to live here. People want to stay active and they want to move here so that they can do all the things that they've always wanted to do when they retire.
It's a concept known as aging in place. When people get older, Williams says they prefer to find a home, even if it's a second home, and remain there. But as cost of living rises in Summit, they face the same issues as low-income and working-class families.
People are having to come here and rent till they can either find something or build something. Seems like we're running out of space for people to go.
This has also had an impact on services. Summit County has no assisted living homes. The nearest are in surrounding counties, including Eagle, Grand, Pitkin, and Jefferson. Healthcare is also a burden as people age and their needs become more complicated.
Honestly, we don't have the medical coverage we need either for the senior population.
One of the few local outlets for seniors is Bristlecone Health Services. It provides physical therapy and in-home nursing for recent hospital patients, as well as hospice care. That is for people who have 6 months to live or less. Lori Coleman with Bristlecone says it can be hard to say yes to hospice.
Hospice can be kind of a difficult thing to talk about in our county, really all over the country. People are pretty independent and they don't want to hear that they're going to die sooner than they had hoped to.
Bristlecone is working with a small group of locals to open an assisted living home here, but Coleman says that's far in the future. Like their caretakers, some seniors are coming to Summit, staying for a short time, and then leaving.
Because it's so expensive here, there's a lot of need for respite care and in-home care, and these companies just cannot afford to come here.
For all 5 installments in our Boomtown series, see the Krystal 93 YouTube page. Phil Lindeman with Krystal 93 News.